Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on WLCN 96.3 FM. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake Johnston, Archie, Lloyd Kirby, Jim Ash with you this morning. We are outside on this lovely Saturday morning at Jake's Furnishings outdoor patio gallery. How's that sound?
Patio gallery.
I don't like it. You don't like it?
That's not bad. We can come up with something better.
What would you call it?
We're not that fancy.
Oh, all right. We're just at Jake's.
And when you use the word beautiful day, how about this beautiful day?
Yeah.
No humidity.
Very nice.
Sun's
day.
out, breeze.
You can listen to us on the Mixlr app. Download the Mixlr app if you're on the go. And, of course, we are on YouTube.
Are we?
Yeah.
Live
on YouTube. Streaming live on YouTube. Also listen to us on the old-fashioned way, 96.3 FM. Or if you're online, go to WLCNsports.com or WLCNonline.com to listen to us. We got a couple guests today, guys. Well, we got our who's on the phone. We'll do that after the first break. But here in a bit, we're going to have Sean Leary, the CEO of Sports Thread, on with us. And
allegedly,
he's going to tell us all about Sports Thread, what it is. There's an app, and we'll go over that with him. He's the founder, the president, the CEO, a board member, and I guess he's the top dog.
He's a lot,
Sports Thread. So
that'd be like Jake out of Jake's Furnishings.
I don't know what time we're talking to him.
I was mopping the floors the other day.
What's that? Your headphones not working? Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
What time is Mr. Leary coming on?
Should be calling anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
Should be calling anytime, so we anticipate his phone call. So now we just have to think of some stuff to talk about.
Whether or not our phones work.
Yeah.
I mean, hey.
Did you guys see the game last night?
What game?
It's my favorite question.
Yeah.
No game.
There he is.
Okay, and on the line with us now is Mr. Sean Leary. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome, and thanks for taking some time on this Saturday morning. And I guess we'll get right to it. Our listeners are wondering, what is Sports Thread?
So Sports Thread is a social networking platform for the youth athletics community. A lot like how LinkedIn is a social networking application for the business community, Sports Thread offers something similar for sports. We allow athletes to network with potential colleges, to do college research, to promote themselves out to a nationwide audience of their peers and other sports fans. That's about 500,000 people between our external social media and on our application itself, as well as a lot of great features and functions for teams, including team chat, looking up sports schedules and tournaments.
Okay, and there is an app that this goes along with. But first of all, tell us a little bit about your background. Where are you from, and then how did you go about starting up Sports Thread?
So I'm from Denver, Colorado,
Okay.
and I was recruited out of Denver to go and play college baseball at Pepperdine University. I signed and went and got to play there for a year. And while I was there was a NCAA violation. The school was giving out institutional grant money to about 60 different athletes on campus. We weren't the ones that did something wrong. We just thought we were getting a scholarship, but it turned out we weren't entitled to take the money, and the programs were cheating. So 60 kids, roughly 60, maybe a little over or under that number, lost their scholarships, and I was one of those athletes, and I had to choose between going to junior college or staying at Pepperdine. I chose to go to JUCO and went and played for the great coach who's just passed, John Altabelli, at Orange Coast College. He passed away very unfortunately over the winter with Kobe Bryant, a helicopter accident. And, really, my experience of playing for Alto at Coast and meeting hundreds of other junior college athletes who are trying to move on and play college ball at a four-year school again or for the first time, kind of shed some light on that there were in my opinion, I thought there were probably millions of kids across the country who needed help with the recruiting process and a cheaper way to do it, because at the time there was only a couple $1,000 services for the most part that would network for you to get you a place to go play in college. So I wanted to do something that would be no cost or low cost. So I came up with the idea of starting Sports Thread to help kids network with schools for something very inexpensive at the time. We wound up making it free as we got further into building out the business plan, as well as researching colleges and trying to find the right fit.
So is this for all of sports to help them, with the recruiting process?
Yeah, it's available on Sports Thread. Any athlete can download the application for free. They can set up a profile, load up all their pictures and videos and statistics, their coach's contact info, everything that a college coach is going to want to make an initial evaluation of an athlete. They can load into their profile. And then we have various tools and resources to help them connect with coaches inside the application through direct messaging and meeting coaches on their posts within the social network, as well as tools to promote themselves out of Sports Thread through email distributions and being featured on our social media pages, which have over 100,000 followers. So basically, athletes can come on, load up everything that they do athletically into one succinct and cohesive place on their profile, and then connect with any college in the United States for free using our application.
Well, Sean, I've got to think with the whole COVID-19 going on that this has to be a really useful app for athletes and recruiting as well, with recruiters not able to go out, and obviously sports not going on. The baseball season was a wash. I got to think that this app is very useful, right now with everything that's going on.
Oh, you're spot on. So we're very close now, a few days away from 90 consecutive days being ranked in the top 200 applications on the Apple App Store for the sports category. And the big turning point for us in getting ranked and staying there is what you just said. It's COVID-19. It's the athletes had their seasons cut short, and they needed a way to connect with schools and make sure that they weren't going to get stopped out on their playing careers because of the virus. So it's a very, very effective tool to help athletes connect with the college digitally and show a coach what they're capable of doing through all of the archived video that most athletes have stored on themselves these days, as well as anything they'd like to shoot going forward, training videos, skills videos, etc. So you're spot on with that. COVID has really shown the value of our platform to the athletic community, and it's been heavily adopted before that, but especially since. But I think for an area like rural Illinois or any other area in the country where there's not so much where it's just less population density and the coaches may not be coming out to watch athletes play when it's not COVID-19, I think that we have a very applicable solution for athletes who are trying to overcome the reality that most college coaches go and recruit in heavily populated areas. So I think some of the listenership on this specific show specifically could really benefit from using our application.
Now, do any of the athletes that use Sports Thread, are they at risk of having eligibility problems or issues with the NCAA or other sports governing boards?
No. Sports Thread has been vetted by probably a dozen different college compliance departments for its compliance departments check programs for their ability to compromise eligibility. So Sports Thread has been checked by many, many different schools. We've never had an issue. We're a social networking app that's constantly applied to recruiting. However, we offer all the information on the athletes to the general public for free. which makes it so that we're not a recruiting platform. We're simply social networking. Most kids connect with colleges and whatnot through Twitter. We're just a similar application that may be a little more specific for sports, but there's nothing to worry about from an eligibility standpoint. It's just a great free way to connect with the school using a proven methodology, which is social networking and connection through the internet.
Now, do you deal hands-on with like college coaches? Do they contact you looking for kids to recruit?
Absolutely. We onboard colleges every week into the application. We meet with the coaches. We show them the best ways to use the app so that they get the most value out of it. And then they log in, they make posts, they direct message with athletes, they try to identify talent, and they recruit. So no question about it. We have many, many colleges in the app looking for athletes, and we have great relationships with the programs.
Well, I'll have to, my son's a college basketball coach over here in Illinois, so I have to point him your way. And how do people, with us being in Central Illinois and you being in Denver, how do you promote Sports Thread, and how do people learn more about it and download the app?
Well, for starters, we have a really great nationwide network of entrepreneurs that represent our product in local areas. Some of our very best people are in Illinois with Mark Meyer and Brad Jacobson and Darren Seibel, but those guys certainly are doing great work in getting the word out. But beyond that, that's one of the beautiful things about the day and age that we live in today, that anybody can connect with anybody through social media and all the various different portals. So being able to go on to Instagram or Facebook, or Twitter and TikTok, you can certainly see our brand. That's how a lot of athletes become aware of us. Okay. But if you want the application, it's as simple as pulling out your iPhone or your Android and searching for Sports Thread and downloading the app. Nice. It's totally free for everybody.
Now, you mentioned earlier low cost or no cost. What's that all about? I mean, you got to be able to have a little bit of revenue coming in, for advertising and things like that. So can you give us a little heads up on the cost and what's involved in that?
Yep. Sports Thread is 100% free for all athletes, parents, coaches, and fans. Oh, wow. We produce revenue through advertising, so we're very upfront about that in order to provide a great service and, like you said, to bring in revenue so that we can continue to do what we do and what our passion is, which is helping athletes and connecting people through our technology. We do have to produce revenue, so we sell ads. We're upfront about it, but you're getting an incredible piece of software and a lot of opportunity to connect and move on, go to college or whatever you're trying to do with our application for free.
Is there a certain time frame that's best for the kids that they're going to when they start to use the app?
No, we have different reasons why different age groups of people use the application. One of the things that Sports Thread does that we're excited to have it ramp back up again into July and August is we work with various tournament, league, and showcase operators around the United States. We have parts of our app that actually help them display schedules and scores and real-time standings. So a lot of our younger usage is athletes doing that or promoting themselves out using the social network just to gain recognition in a nationwide community of like-minded athletes and their peers. As the athletes get older and they get closer to high school age, then they begin working on promoting themselves to colleges, doing college research, and then of course the added value of our team chat and the interaction with their event providers is there for all ages and all user types, whether you're a coach or parent, a fan, or an athlete. Everybody can use that, and then parents and fans, of course, very similarly engaging with the nationwide community of like-minded parents and through sports, as well as doing team chat and connecting with their event provider.
That's very interesting. So you do recommend kids in 5th, 6th grade, 7th grade, you get.
Well, we have to abide by the Child Online Privacy and Protection Act, which prohibits people under the age of 13 from using a social media site. So if you're under 13, sorry, you got to wait till you're a teenager to get on there. But we encourage anybody ages 13 and up to download our application.
I just downloaded the app just to take a look at it, and it's pretty neat. It's really easy to navigate through. You got your recruiting button. So Joe, you still have 4 years eligibility.
Oh, I've got eligibility.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you guys got a couple of years of eligibility left.
Yeah,
we have a lot left.
We're eligible, but we're not eligible. Yeah. Our bodies aren't going to be able to go through it.
The skill set would have to be lowered.
I don't think you want to see any videos of us.
No. So how did...
he does. Yeah. There's some things that go viral for other reasons.
Yes.
Well, Sean, we want to thank you once again for taking some time this morning. I know in Denver, it's, an hour behind us, 8:20 there?
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is a great opportunity to let people in Illinois know that we can do something to help them and something to support them, and no better reason to get up and start working early on a Saturday. So I just appreciate you guys lending Sports Thread your voice and your platform for a few minutes so that we can tell our story, and hopefully we reach a group of great young athletes who want to extend their playing careers through sport, and they go download the application and get started working towards whatever their goals may be.
Yeah, and you say download the app, and there's all kinds of videos, and there's even a link to stories on there, so people can share, I guess, their process through the whole recruiting ordeal, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Get on there, share your life, share your training, share your relationships with your coaches in high school or club ball, share your experiences at your tournaments, share your what you're doing at school. People on the app are, I think one of the things I'm most proud of that we've managed to build is an extremely positive community. Really in there for the right reasons of moving on, playing college ball, but also using sport to bring people together through positivity and really just building each other up. So I think it's a really good atmosphere for young athletes to be a part of. We actually have kids tell us all the time that they feel like it's very positive time spent on the app because there aren't people in there trying to create negativity or bring each other down.
Right, and sometimes for a student athlete, it's hard to, I guess, find that process, that recruiting process, especially in the rural areas, and this is kind of an outlet for them to get their name out there, because I know in the past your high school coach used to kind of be the front and center guy of getting you onto that next level, but now they can go on this app, their parent or anybody can help them set this up and get their story out there, and then that just gives them an access to all these college coaches that are looking for kids to play, and there's colleges all over the nation that are looking for kids, and this is a great way for them to get their name out there and maybe go to a college that they never heard of or never even considered, and it's also a great a tool for these college coaches to find these I guess hidden athletes that may not have the recognition.
You may not have the recognition, but hard to make a video lie.
Right.
If you have great film and you can play, most of these college coaches have been doing what they're doing for a long time, and they can identify an athlete and someone who has great skills pretty darn quickly. So it's our job to give the athletes a platform and a medium to convey what they can do. But beyond that, the athletes are the ones who are earning themselves the scholarships, and they're doing that through creating a full picture of what they're capable of doing through video and all their academics and all the other things. So there's no reason not to try it. It's free.
Yep, absolutely, Sean. Well, then once again, thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for
and
Very interesting.
we will maybe talk to you down the road, and maybe we can get some local kids on this app and get their name out there.
I would sure love that, and thank you again, guys, for the opportunity this morning, and really appreciate your time.
All right, thanks,
you, Sean.
That's Sean Leary, CEO, Sports Thread, a recruiting app for kids that are wanting to go to that next level. So
heck yeah, already got the daughter downloaded in and a couple of her friends.
There you go. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. We come back. We're going to have more here on the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Bring your indoor living outdoors with beautiful Ashley brand outdoor patio furniture at Jake's Furnishings on Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. You'll love the all-new collection of Ashley Outdoors, featuring gorgeous patio sets priced right, including swivel and reclining chairs, shade loungers, and fire pits. For cool summer nights, warm up with patio heaters while you entertain friends at your unique outdoor bar, complete with bar stools and cantilever umbrella. Stop into Jake's Furnishings now for great prices on the full line of Ashley Outdoor Collection, and browse the showroom for incredible indoor savings as well. From fine makers like Stacy, Lane, Ashley, and Lang, just to name a few. Jake's Furnishings, your new home for beautiful outdoor furniture. Located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. View everything at jakesfurnishings.com, phone 735-1212, and like Jake's on Facebook. Jake's Furnishings, make it your own.
This is attorney Jim Grimaldi. Have you been arrested for DUI? A DUI is a serious offense with potentially severe consequences, which may include jail time, high fines, lengthy periods of probation, even suspension or revocation of your driver's license. The laws regarding DUI are very complex and continually changing every day. You need an attorney with knowledge and experience in handling DUI cases, whether or not this is your first offense. I have vast experience in the area of DUI law. As a former chief DUI prosecutor for Sangamon County, I prosecuted thousands of DUIs and was exposed to every possible defense strategy. Call me and let me put my experience to work for you.
Call Grimaldi Law Office now at 217-651-8089. That's 217-651-8089, or visit GrimaldiLawOffice.com. Newly remodeled and completely updated, the Christian Village is Lincoln's only faith-based retirement community and is the area's leader for independent, assisted, and skilled senior living and healthcare services. The Christian Village at 1507 7th Street offers a wide array of living options for older adults, such as independent living, rehabilitation, skilled nursing, and memory care. For private consultation and tour of the campus, please phone 217-732-2189. The Christian Village in Lincoln, a community of compassion.
Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now. Come join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau, Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac. If you're in the market for a new used car or truck and don't see what you're looking for, please give us a call. We'll gladly let you know what we have coming in, and we'll search for the perfect vehicle for you. Incentives and rebates are changing all the time, and now is a great time to purchase a new or used car or truck. Call us at Grau Chevrolet Buick Cadillac at 217-735-4444. Visit us on the internet at www.growinc.com, or stop by and see us the old-fashioned way at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Join the Growl family. It's Growl right now.
Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. Do you think life insurance is a waste of money? Do you think your money is more wisely invested in a cell phone bill or having 600 channels on a television? How would you like to have a life insurance policy that returns all of your premium tax-free at the end of the policy term? Do you have that type of plan going on with your cellular or cable company now? You need life insurance. Let's talk. 735-4385.
Check out out the full line of Grasshopper and Husqvarna lawn equipment with great summer specials on all mowers and trimmers at Four Corners Lube, including financing, which is available. Get into Four Corners Lube located at 1101 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln now for the best service possible. Open Monday through Saturday, phone 217-735-2761. Four Corners Lube, home of the full-service in and out oil change.
Would you like to get out and enjoy life without pain and without medication or surgery? At Schneider Chiropractic, we have helped countless people achieve this goal. I'm Dr. Alyssa Schneider with Schneider Chiropractic, located at 523 North Elm Street in Lincoln. I invite you to try chiropractic first in order to build a healthier you. At Schneider Chiropractic, you're not a number, and we don't operate an assembly line process. We take the time to get to know you, your specific needs, and formulate a treatment plan that'll lead to a healthier life. Using the latest techniques in chiropractic, sports injury, and pain management, Schneider Chiropractic will get you back on track so you can enjoy life without pain. Please schedule your private consultation by phoning my office manager, Tammy Kirby, at 217-732-2140. We look forward to getting you back on track.
If you're searching for first-rate outpatient therapy with flexible scheduling or short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, then look no further than the new St. Clair's Rehab and Senior Care in Lincoln. Your trusted provider for over 45 years is proud to introduce their brand new building, including a state-of-the-art gym and short-term therapy wing. You'll also love their new cafe, specialty care rooms, private suites, modern-day features, and so much more. When you need successful therapy to get back home or compassionate long-term care, you need the new St. Clair's Rehab and Senior Care in Lincoln. 1097 to schedule your tour today.
This is Dan Duff, former Lincoln High School basketball player, and you're listening to Cheap Seats with Joe, Jake, Jim, Lloyd, and Shabadoo on 96.3 FM WLCN.
Lloyd likes this song. Look at it.
I wish it actually said something about who's on the phone, though. It's all about names.
Oh, well, hey, you made it.
Yeah, I know. I need to either make a new one or change the name of this segment.
I love it. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll say who's on the phone right now. Our weekly game show where listeners have a chance to win $25 if they can guess who's on the phone. $25. We get 10 questions, a yes/no question, and then they answer, and we have to guess. Phone lines are open if you want to call. 217-871-4930 is the phone line to call, and Mr. Jim Ash will answer that phone.
He's got this all figured out.
But first, I guess Lloyd has his little spiel here.
All right, we have a clue about our mystery guest. So here we go. Could this be Coach Al? Oh, wait, I guess not, because he's already been our mystery guest. But this Hall of Famer from our Mystery Colors sport must be listed among the very best. Work hard and pick apart this clue about this Redbird Hall of Famer who was the top cat. Or think of the task a lad must do at a jewelry store before getting engaged. Then the name of our guest, you will be get.
You will. I mean, what the heck? You will be get.
Could you say that again backwards?
I had to find a word that would rhyme with cat.
Yeah,
so
well, you did do a very good job.
Mystery guest, are you there? Can you say hello to our illustrious panel?
Are you there?
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Please hold.
Hello.
Jim goes to work. Look at him scramble.
All right, mystery guest, can you say hello to our panel?
He's disguising his voice.
Oh, they hung up.
Yeah, hold it.
Yeah.
You might want to read that question again.
Or play the song.
The
song's funny. Name game.
I'm trying to think of. I wish he had the clue.
I know who it is.
You do?
You got it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. He said he can hear us in the background.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah, you've never been much help with this.
No.
No, I know who it is.
You do.
Then you have great questions.
All right, mystery guest.
I can.
All right, there you are. We can hear you now. So can you say hello to our panel?
Hello.
Very nicely done. So hello. The guys wanted the clue.
Mystery
again,
guest,
so.
can you tell us your name?
Yes, Sam's.
So could this be Coach Al? Oh, wait, I guess not. He's already been our mystery guest. But this Hall of Famer from our Mystery Callers sport must be listed among the very best. Work hard and pick apart this clue about this Redbird Hall of Famer who was the top cat. Or think of the task a lad must do at a jewelry store before getting engaged. Then the name of our guest you will beget.
It's still funny.
So 10 yes or no questions from our panel listeners if you want to call in with a question for our mystery guest, or if you want to guess their identity. 871-4930 is the number to call if you've won in the last 30 days or a member of your family has won. We want to spread the wealth along, so please let someone else call in.
You are ineligible.
And let's get to our panelists. 10 yes or no questions.
Let's go ahead and throw our bonus question out there. Do you know anything about film editing?
No.
Okay. Good. We got that out of the way.
That one out of the way,
now
Joe.
you got your 10 yes or no questions.
Have you ever been on the Cheap Seats sports show?
I mean, maybe sometime in the past. I'm not sure it was called that. Although it's pretty cheap now.
Well,
yeah, and Jim Ash is the lead dog. Well, I don't know. I
tell you what, this guy didn't do a very good job of disguising his voice.
Yeah, there were supposed to be yes or no questions.
Let's see if we can get some yes or no questions out of you.
Yeah, if our panelists maybe know the identity.
Do you know who it is, Joe?
Yes.
Point our
I don't. I thought I did.
our listeners in the right direction.
Yeah, let's get some listeners to win some money.
Yeah, $25 on the line here.
Boy, I got to think of a good question.
So we're going to be here a while if you're thinking.
No?
871-4930 is the number to call, listeners, if you want to take a guess at the identity of our mystery guest or ask a yes or no question.
Mr. Guest, have you became an Arizona Cardinals fan?
There's no possible way that the Arizona Cardinals or anybody associated with them or anyone who is an Arizona Cardinal fan would ever be known by this person.
So I take that's a no.
No.
Boy,
Does that answer that?
That's a short yes or no answer. Yes, thank you. Mr. Guest, have you ever been good at following directions?
Am I good at following directions?
Yes.
Well, it depends on whether it's my wife or you telling me what to do. I'm glad I was able to disguise my voice enough so you have no clue.
Yeah, I told you to throw in a fake British accent or something.
Yeah. Why don't you start a British accent right now for us?
This is a British accent. That's the best I can do.
Well, we're trying to give our callers time to call in and win money before we guess who you are. So
yeah, well, no one would want to win money from me.
Well, hold on. No one's ever going to win any money from you.
Yeah, except Zerkhammer. Zerkhammer would want to win money from me.
Hold on, there's a clue. Do you know Tom Zerkhammer?
Well, tell me one person in Lincoln who doesn't know and love Tom Zerkhammer. But if you get to know him, you just kind of, that's it. But I would like to know this. When was the last time Tom Zerkhammer ever bought breakfast, coffee for anyone in the world? He has the tightest pockets I've ever known.
So, listeners, if you're keeping score, that was a yes. He does know Tom Zerkhammer.
I love it.
It's real tough for me to do yes or no.
We hadn't picked up on that. I'm just glad we could get you on the phone here because I guess you were doing your makeup and hair before you came on the air.
Well, that's right. I had to get up at 5:30 just to get my body going. So
Well, we appreciate your sacrifice.
So,
You got 7 question left. Listeners, if you'd like to call 871-4930, $25 jackpot on the line if you can guess the identity of our mystery guest. I think our illustrious panel has this figured out after one question.
That was a long answer.
I don't know how that is possible.
Well, ask another question.
Got any more questions?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll give you some good ones. Did you ever play regular basketball?
No.
No. Did you ever coach some young men that did?
Yes, I did.
And you had a son that played regular basketball, correct?
Yes.
There you
go. How is your golf game?
That is to be determined. I'm in a golfing community, in the golfing area. I was there 6 or 7 months, and I played twice. So that should answer your question. But I'm still good enough to beat Joe Ryan.
I'll tell you what, now it's easy to say stuff like that when you're miles away and on the radio.
Well, actually, I'm not miles away at this particular time. If you know anything about Arizona, the 4 good reasons not to be there are June, July, August, and September.
Yeah,
so,
true.
I'm out of there.
Hey, we have a caller that's going to try to guess who you are.
So, caller on the line, if you could, if you have your radio turned up, please turn that down. Do you have a question for our mystery guest, or would you like to try and guess their identity?
I'd like to try and guess.
All right.
Lauren Wallace.
Ooh, mystery guest, are you Lauren Wallace?
I will tell you, that was a very good guess, because I will tell you that I live only 5 miles from Lauren and Barb Wallace.
Oh, wow.
And in case you're interested, he's still coaching. And once again, nobody's listening to what he said.
All right, so that would be a no. Our mystery guest is not Lauren Wallace.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a no.
That's a no.
But I do know him. I have heard of him. And I have walked by and been in his presence.
Has he heard of you?
Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, 871-4930, listeners, if you want to try to guess the identity of our mystery guest. We've established he's coached some regular basketball player, or some regular players. I don't know if we determined the sport, but...
No, probably wide open.
We know he knows Tom Zerkhammer.
Well, we probably should ask these questions because obviously we didn't set it up good enough for this last one.
For these listeners.
It's got to be more local.
Perhaps maybe the level this person may have worked in.
We know the level he worked in.
Let's don't talk about level.
Would you happen to have your name on any basketball courts around Lincoln?
I'm only secondary name on a basketball court in Lincoln, Illinois.
Okay, see, that kind of narrowed it down for our listeners, I would think. It's not too many of those.
Not too many.
You know?
Still think that's a little out there.
871-4930, listeners, if you want to try and win $25, if you can guess the identity of our mystery guest. We've determined he is a secondary listing on a basketball court in Lincoln, Illinois.
Did you ever help organize a large golf
outing?
Yes, I did organize a golf outing about 18 or 19 years ago, and it was a golf outing for scholarship.
All right.
Is that a yes or no?
That was pretty close.
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Do you ever run into Jeff Wallace in Arizona?
Jeff Wallace, the youngest retired person in America who does absolutely nothing except play golf every day.
What about Chris Dom? You ever run into that guy?
Who?
Chris Dom.
No, actually, I do not run into him, but I know that he lives in Arizona.
Okay, we have a listener on the line.
There we
Listener,
go.
if you have your radio, if you could turn that down, if you have it turned up, please. Would you like to guess the identity of our mystery guest?
Yes.
All right.
How about Al Pickering?
Mystery guest, are you Al Pickering?
Perhaps.
We'll take that as a yes. So, listener, congratulations.
Okay.
You are the $25 winner. Who do we have? Who's our lucky winner today?
Pat Zerkhammer.
Well, listen to that. Could you hear that?
Pat Zerkhammer is our winner today.
Who is?
Pat Zerkhammer.
Pat Zerkhammer, one of my favorite people. He always kept me in good seats.
There you go. Pat Zerkhammer, the big winner. She picked up $25 cash.
She did.
Pat,
Oh my God! Tell her she has to split that. She has to split that with Tom Zerkhammer.
She says no.
All right,
Pat, are you still on the line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd win $25 from knowing who this guy was?
No.
No, he finally came through for you, didn't he?
He did.
After all those years,
it finally paid off to know Coach Pickering.
All right, so Pat, if you'll stay on the line, Jim will talk to you, figure out how to get you your money. And for those who maybe missed it, our mystery guest is former Lincoln College athletic director and men's basketball coach Allen Pickering, who is not in Arizona. Where are you, Mr. Pickering?
well, right now I'm in Bloomington, Illinois, staying with my friends Bill and Carol Couts. Bill was the athletic trainer at Illinois State University for many years, and a classmate of mine at Lexington High School. And so we're back visiting beautiful central Illinois, and it's always a pretty time to be here, and especially on a day like today.
Well, Coach Pickering has quite the resume here, guys. 16 years at Lincoln College as a basketball coach, a record of 368 and 155. He had 11 20-win seasons, including 6 straight 20-win seasons from 1979 to 1985.
And I apologize for that, Coach Pickering. I graduated from Lincoln College in '85, and apparently the program just fell apart then. So
Absolutely.
I did not realize the impact I would have.
They lost their point guard. He set a record with 33 wins in a single season back in 1981 and was a runner-up in the 1981 NJCAA Division I tournament and finished 9th nationally in 1980. Coach Pickering served as the athletic director from 1983 to 2006, named Dean of Students in 2001, Vice President for College Relations and Student Services from 2003 until retirement in 2006, and he's a member of ISU, NJCAA, Lincoln College, ICBA Hall of Fame.
He's a hofer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're a Hall of Famer.
And the Lincoln College basketball court is named after Zerkhammer and Pickering. It's Zerkhammer-Pickering Court back in 2011.
And that's wasn't it? And they go off of golf scores. Who got on the court first?
I was going to say.
I can still beat Zerkhammer in golf. That's about it.
I'm not sure about that.
Here's what no one really knows about Tom Zerkhammer. He was one of the best left-handed shooters I've ever seen anywhere. He could really shoot, and not that left-handers can't shoot well, but Tom was extraordinary in that, even though he never spent a nickel of his own money buying coffee for anybody else.
I think he's still doing that today at Mama's Arcade. He's
Yeah.
out there.
We see them Mamas all the time.
Not getting a nickel out.
Yeah.
You're
By the way, to answer a question that someone asked a while ago, it just so happens that Lauren Wallace and Barb live about 5 miles down the road from me in Arizona, and we do get together on various occasions, and had been planning a trip by boat through the Panama Canal, but since all of the situations of America and the diseases and viruses and whatever, we've canceled that. But we do see them quite often, and almost always the conversation will turn around to something that happened in Lincoln or someone in Lincoln. So Lincoln has always been a special place for Lauren and Barb, and also for Janine and for me. And so we always smile about something that happened in Lincoln, Illinois.
Is Lauren a lot like Jeff? Does he probably not get his wallet out either for coffee?
Well, you know, I think he's related to Zerkhammer, as everybody is. And although one time when I was out there, he did drive his car, but I had to put gas in his car to make it go. So, but we do get along quite a bit. Jeff, I don't see very much because he's up in the high rent area up in Mesa. But I do know that Lauren and Barb and Jeff do play golf quite a bit. And probably what your listeners do not know is that Barb Wallace last month got a hole-in-one at their golf course.
Oh,
really?
And of course,
holy cow.
Yeah, so she is
Why
quite
do we
a
have
bit
you all
better.
here then?
That's
could have had Barb on.
Barb, because she's probably a better golfer than all of us, and you.
That's a fact.
I don't understand how Joe's not good because he golfs all the time.
I never golf. I've golfed twice this year.
You golf every day.
Well,
He's at the golf.
I don't know if he golfs or not. I do know that he's not in the office. Anytime I ever call.
You are correct.
Playing. Yeah. So,
You know, now
I don't know what Joe does now that the coffee shops are closed. He probably has coffee outside.
Well, Jake brings us coffee.
Yeah, Jake brought us coffee today. Hey, let's talk a minute about one of your big highlights here was the runner-up in that 81 tournament. You were right there. You almost won it all. Well, tell us about that team a little bit.
Well, first of all, every once in a while in your lifetime as a college coach, 5 guys or 6 kind of come together that, recruiting was always tough at Lincoln College, but this particular year, everything just fit together, and probably it was one of the most pleasurable teams that I ever coached, and we easily became a crowd favorite in Hutchinson, Kansas, in front of 7,000 people every game because we were the smallest school there, and we did upset about everybody we played was an upset. They had a better record. They had a bet this or that, and so it was an exciting time in my coaching life, and fortunately we had a chance to go to Hutchinson the year before, so we got some experience, and then 4 guys came back from that team to play on that 1981 team. It's kind of strange because we had a full-day interview with the newspaper out there because they thought we might win everything. But I do remember looking at Bill Hoagland after about 5 minutes. We were very, very tired. And Julius Ponce, one of my good guards, stole the ball at center court. And he goes down and he puts the ball up and it just kind of lays on the front of the rim and falls out. And the legs were just not there. And I looked at Billy and I said, "This is going to be a long game, isn't it?" And he says, "I think so, Coach." And but it was fun. It was a lot of excitement around campus. And it was a great bunch of kids, and really started a run in the 80s of winning teams and winning a lot of games, and having a player like Kevin Gamble come along as a result of some of that success. And then the final team I coached in 87, 88 or thereabouts was just one of the smartest, brightest group of young people that I'd ever been around, and they all today have graduated from different colleges, one of which was the captain at Northwestern, and which was unheard of at at the time to take a junior college kid and send him to Northwestern. So the year of the 80s, and then after I retired, Steve Yount came in and had great winning teams. So nobody won more basketball games in the 80s than Lincoln College, or if they did, we were close to the top. So it was a fun run.
That's good stuff. Is there any truth that the best Lincoln kid you ever coached was Mike DeLillo? Because that's what he says.
Mike DeLillo. I don't even remember the name. You know, the reason I say that is because I mean, Mike was a pepper pot. He was always up and down, and his greatest claim to fame is that he had Kevin Gamble on his team.
Yes.
So when in doubt, it's like having Michael Jordan. You know, give the ball up to somebody who can do something with it. But
so are you comparing him to Scottie Pippen then?
Yes, I compare him to Scottie Pippen way down.
Yeah. 5'11" Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, I do think this about Mike. Mike was always a great kid and a good little player to have on your team. But what also I liked was I got more of a chance to talk to Sam Madonia, who was, in my opinion, one of the best high school basketball play-by-play people I've ever heard. Especially for a guy who I don't think was trained for that, didn't want to go into that business. I remember one time hearing Sam Madonia describe like Duncan Reed and the coach from Champaign, whose name escapes me right now, keep me at the radio listening to the whole game, and it was like 27-25. But Sam was an extraordinary announcer, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was good.
Well, apparently you haven't listened to Raider games in the recent.
I'll tell you what, they're very good now. And I remember when David played in 2005, the announcing, they've always been good. I'm just saying.
He's just setting you up because he's doing them now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's setting you up.
I think that was Jeff Benjamin, wasn't it?
Yep. Benjamin was there.
Yep.
Madonia was pretty good at it.
Yeah, he was.
Well, so what are you going to do all this time you're home?
Well, actually, I'm not doing anything.
Thanks for your honesty.
You're very similar to Joe in that way.
I don't fake it at all. I just don't do anything, don't want to do anything, and probably I'm not going to do anything in the future. That's the way it is.
That's the way you roll.
That's absolutely right. I did right through Lincoln College the other day, and it kind of brings back a smile because at that time it was a junior college, and I remember, Joe, your sister Bridget, I call her Bridge Over Troubled Waters because every time I got in trouble, Bridget would bail me out. But now she's kind of in charge of the students, and it makes me smile of all the time she would sit in my office listening to me trying to discipline someone, and then she would go out saying, well, that's probably not the way I would have done it. Well, now she's in charge, and it is a little harder. I call it coaching from the 10th row. It's real easy to coach from the 10th row. And
sure is.
Absolutely. So you get down on the bench, and then it's a little bit
different. Maybe you should sit in her office a few days when she's got disciplinary stuff going on.
Is Bridget a hard butt? I mean, is she a disciplinarian?
I'm sure that she is. I mean, Tony's about as whipped as anybody I've ever seen, so she must be.
I guess that would explain why RT's down at our house a lot then.
Pretty funny.
Tony's whipped.
Yep, he's whipped.
Pretty funny guy.
That's funny. That's good stuff.
Coach, thanks for being our mystery guest today. You're a fun guy, you know what I mean, for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And you just took the format and threw it out the window.
Yes. Thanks for following the regulations and rules.
But
great British accent.
We love it.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate being on. You guys have a good time, and somebody gives Zerkhammer a quarter so he can buy coffee.
I'll take care of Zerkhammer.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, Coach.
Hey, thanks a lot.
You be safe. All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That's fun.
Al Pickering visiting.
Coach Al Pickering.
It's hard to pick up on the voice. It really was. I mean,
once he started talking, I was like, well, that's over with.
How he disguised it, you know.
Yeah, that was funny stuff.
Yeah, he told me when we were talking before this, well, I talked to Joe Ryan on the phone, so he'll probably recognize my voice. So,
yeah. Well, we thought he would change it a little bit.
Well, that's hard to do,
And you heard him at the end.
Let's hear your voice disguise.
Well, it depends on what I'm trying to do.
If he's excited, it's really high.
It's really high.
Back the car up.
Don't say that. You'll scare my buddy.
You forgot a word.
Back the car up, please.
No. We've said it on air before.
Not we.
Not we.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's we.
Yeah.
But someone has said it on the air.
That was good stuff.
Good show today, guys. 2 guests.
Hey.
2.
Next level.
Give Lloyd your entire paycheck.
Absolutely.
Hey, and
Lloyd, it's coming your way.
We got a third one right here.
Yeah. Well, he didn't want to come on. He said he'd come on at a later date, though. But very interesting.
He'd be a good one to have on.
Very fun show today. Obviously, Sean Leary with Sports Thread.
Any of you parents need to get that download and get the kids download.
I guess we could probably promote it a little bit. I mean, he's not a sponsor, but I mean, just to get that out there, because there's a lot of kids in Logan County.
I feel he could be a good guest down the road.
Absolutely. Sure. There's kids in Lincoln that they want to go that next step, but sometimes it's hard to, I guess, find the right way.
Yeah.
And this app right here, you sign up. I think there's 4 steps, recruiting steps that you have to go through, and then boom, you're out there.
Yeah.
And Sean said that college coaches use this app to reach out to kids and to, I guess, start the recruiting process.
With recruiting, I know on the softball side, it's changed a lot in the last even 5-10 years.
It's tough.
So with all the traveling softball and everything, everybody thinks, I'm going to go get into this big tournament, spend all this extra money and stay, a whole weekend because all these recruits or scouts are going to be there and they're not there anymore. They're just not. And the good colleges know how to find the videos of who they want to see. Right. So this is a great tool, man.
Absolutely. And like I said, Austin, he's a college coach down in Blackburn.
Yeah.
And he has a recruiting service that he uses, but why not use more than one, one aspect of the recruiting process? In this app here, it's pretty easy. I just downloaded it just to see what it's all about.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
It's very easy to navigate through. So if you have a son or a daughter or grandson, granddaughter, anybody that needs help with the recruiting process, great place to start right there. And we'll talk hopefully to Mr. Leary down the road and see if maybe they've had any interest in Central Illinois. But yeah, good stuff today. Then to close it out with Coach Al Pickering, longtime Lincoln resident, longtime Lincoln College coach.
And a funny man.
Very successful. Joe knows him well. But who doesn't Joe know?
No,
Joe knows all.
Joe knows Coach Al.
He's been around. Joe's been around.
Joe knows Coach Al. He's a funny man.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's after 10.
Better get the store open.
Jake, the man, brought us coffee, brought us treats.
I'm getting ready to get into it.
He opens up his wallet. It's time.
All the time. I got a buddy I go to get coffee with, and somehow always shows up a little late. to make sure that the coffee's already prepaid.
Did you make the buddy list?
Well, we'll just say there's something to being a buddy.
Costs money to be a buddy.
Yeah.
Costs money.
There are dues.
I think Al hit on this a little bit in our conversation.
All right, that's going to do it for us today from Jake's. Next week, we will be back same time, right across the street at Four Corners Lube. So tune in at 9 o'clock to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Good day.
The Cheap Seats Live Saturday morning sports show on WLCN 96.3.